You, what's good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. So today's officially day 134 of my NoFap journey, man. So, all right. Today was good. Today was a good day. Had a lot of laughs and everything else today, and it was okay. It started off kind of crazy, and I don't mean like hectic or anything, but so there's this group that I'm in on Facebook, right? I'm not going to say what the group name is or anything like that, but because the truth is, I do enjoy the group. I do appreciate what it's about, what it represents, and everything. It was just a very specific post that I saw this morning, and when I looked at it, it had about 300 plus comments in it, right? So the guy posted stating that there's a gentleman that he knows that he calls a cousin. He says this person that I call a cousin is messing around with my niece, and stated that he's pretty much this cousin essentially has been around and watched the niece grow up. And when confronted about it, he was like, well, she grown now. And his question more or less was like, where's the loyalty? And I read through those comments, and the part that threw me was that, say maybe like a good 200 plus of those comments, more or less were men responding, saying, well, it's two consenting adults, so like it's really not your place. Others were like, yeah, but you never know. I mean, he might treat her good. Then some people were like, well, what's the age difference? I mean, but even still, like, if she's an adult, it doesn't matter. And listen, my blood was boiling. As the father of a little girl, like, I was getting heated. I was getting real heated reading all these comments. And some of them were like, well, if it ain't your sister, it was like, if it ain't your daughter or sister, like, it's none of your business. Like where are her parents? Like, why are you more concerned about, everything? And I'm like, what? I mean, but the majority of them were people pretty much telling him, hey, fall back. Like, now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate it. I like the comments where people were like, listen, I understand, you want to fuck them up. I understand, you want to inflict some sort of violence. Can't really do anything because, yes, by law, they're adults. Regardless of the history, it's just going to be a bad situation for you, and you still want to have, your freedom in your life, and then, and what was the other one? So either way, like that was the gist of it. Most of them are like, listen, I understand you want to do something. And of course, some people acknowledge that it was sick. So in any case, I put out a pretty decent statement in which, oddly enough, after my remark, the post was taken down maybe within 10 minutes after I said what I said. And of course, I got a few likes on it, and one person responded. But by the time I replied to him, I hit send, and of course you get the little message on Facebook like something went wrong. I'm like, what? So I went back to the actual post. I could see a few comments, but then when I tried to load more, it's like something went wrong. Then I click on the main post, and then you get the little cloud with the sad smiley face. I'm like, oh yeah, they definitely deleted it. Because yeah, man. So for me, my response was just more or less like, listen, y'all comments are really, really weird. I said I can understand if he went to the club, met this chick, they start messing around, whatever, and he tells his boy about this girl that he's seeing, and then later on, as the relationship develops, his boy that he's telling about his new girl he found at the club, come to find out that's his niece. That's different. This man watched her grow up, and when confronted about it, he's like, well, she's grown now. What he's saying is, I can fuck her now. I wanted to before, but I can now with no consequences. That's what the fuck he's saying. And the fact that so many men were telling this dude, fall back, blah, blah, blah. I pretty much called every last one of them a predator. I say, yo, this dude is a fucking predator, and all of you guys are vouching for him. You guys are so, like, how do you not? I said, and the truth is, the person that posted it, it doesn't have to be his daughter for him to be upset or concerned. He feels that he put her in a position to be around this fucking predator that he never knew was a fucking predator. You see what I'm saying? Like he's dealing with his own guilt and shame. Like, damn, I'd have had this dude around. I call him a cousin, you know, because that I mean, and of course, some people are like, oh, well, is he blood related and blood? That doesn't fucking matter, bro. He was a grown ass man looking at this little girl sexually, unfortunately. And then didn't act on it, of course, but built that trust over time. So you know, as she was developing, there was those grooming tactics. Doing little things here and there to where now she's finally of age. Hey, shit, she grown now. I could smash now. Nigga, you're sick. You're fucking sick, yo. And, I mean, as you could tell, so... yeah, man, like I said, I just went off in the group and was just like, yo, I can understand if they met as adults and then it comes out, hey, that's his niece. But no, this is a man who had sexual desires towards a child and waited until she was of age so that there could be no legal consequence or ramifications towards him for finally being able to act on his sexual desires towards her. But they've always been there, hence the phrase, she's grown now. And I said, the reality is, looking at these comments, it's concerning. A lot of you are drawing a lot of concern here. And then literally, like I said, I got a couple likes on it. Somebody commented, and then boom, post gone. Because literally, if anybody screenshot that whole thread, there's a lot of men who are questionable, and especially the ones that got kids. You real questionable. And that was another thing, because I started to say it, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But my thing is, if that's genuinely how you feel about this man and his situation with his niece and his friend, his you know, because again, we all got like that one or two friends who we call cousins, or even in some cases brothers, you know, and we just kind of rock with that, you know, because he said this is someone I called a cousin. He didn't say it was actually his cousin, you know, but either way, my thing is, keep that same energy when it's your daughter. And she grew up knowing this uncle, and then suddenly, she turned 18, 19, 20, and now uncle is now her dude. And he looks you in the face like, well, she grown now. Don't trip now. Keep that same energy. Don't trip then. Don't trip then. Nah. Keep the same justifications for the BS. Keep all that. Keep all that. So yeah, like that was essentially how my day started. Of course, it's not how it finished, because again, that was just that moment. As you can see, I'm kind of reliving it. It is what it is, but I'm good. Like, I'm completely fine. But yeah, man, like, yo, like when it comes to, like kids and stuff, and just, yeah, all that predatory nonsense, yeah, nope. I don't do it. I don't do it. But oh shit, we're back. But either way, so yeah, like that was how my day started. Again, it's not how it ended. Other than that, it's just been a chill day, good vibes. I was really enjoying the WhatsApp group that I joined for NoFap. I don't know how many people are in it. I have to just really dig into WhatsApp. I kind of just joined the group, and I've just been commenting throughout the day. But it was cool. Like, this one gentleman, he said he made it to about 20 days, and ever since then he's just been fapping. And I said, okay, so like, what are you going through? Like what are you feeling? And he's like, nah, I'm just so addicted to it. I said, okay, I get that. But at least for me, when I've indulged into fapping, is because there was something I was avoiding. There was something that I was going through, whether I'm feeling down about life or whatever. Like, there was something else there that I was trying to avoid. And he eventually like when I explained that, other people were like, "Damn, yo, I didn't realize that." I'm like, "Yeah, like it's not. I know we call it an urge, a sexual urge. I had the sexual urge, but that's just the terminology for it. But it's not genuinely a sexual urge in the sense of I have the urge to reproduce. That's not what it is. Like I said, when you really think about the times that you have fapped, you were feeling either depressed, anxious, or just down about life, or just something, some type of trauma or whatever. So after explaining all that, other people were like, "Damn, yo, you're right." Then eventually he, spoke to the fact that, he's concerned about his health. His grandmother is not doing too well right now, and I said exactly, like, just let's get to that part, And so yeah, it was nice to be able to provide support for him, but also allow the other men in the group, to really dig into what fapping really is, and how to break through. And it was funny. A couple of them mentioned taking cold showers. I still haven't done that shit yet. I don't think I ever will. Like, listen, I could barely drink cold water as is. Like, that shit just hurts going down. So cold shower though. Yeah, I don't. Maybe. But a couple of them said that they were going to do that today, which was cool. I told them I might try it one day. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. But like I said, I'm really enjoying the community. There was definitely a bunch of messages throughout the day. Right before recording this, I kind of just saw my notifications. It was like 100+ messages. So, I definitely want to check in, just give my support to those gentlemen there. And it's crazy too. Like, I haven't really dug into, oh, hey guys, I got a YouTube. I'm really not there for that. I was invited by one of the admins of the group. And, like I said, I'm really just about providing, support. But of course, I'll still have that conversation with them. Like, hey, is it okay? Blah, blah, blah. See what's what. But, it was just, again, it was just really, really nice to be able to provide support for them, given, my experience. Because, and like I said, I ain't no guru or nothing. But I have noticed lately from various other channels that I watch that a lot of what I've learned about this journey organically is very much in line with NoFap and self-development and living a life of purpose and living a life as your higher, more emotionally intelligent self. Just having that closer connection with God and just, finding your purpose. And if you haven't found it, just figure it out. Definitely, you will figure it out over time. As long as you don't revert to fapping as a way to occupy time or occupy, dead space. Like a few moments ago, one of the gentlemen, he commented, he's like, man, I'm having an urge right now. I said, cool, start moving. Like, when you get it, redirect that to doing something productive, doing something creative. An urge is just energy. It's an impulse energy. It is a spidey sense. It's a spidey sense for creating or doing something in alignment with your purpose. But to just sit there and just just going at it, just doing this shit, just don't. There's no point. No point. All right, but and I don't know if I mentioned this because I know I don't talk about it often. Because again, it is a byproduct. It is simply a byproduct of not fapping and who you become as a result of you establishing this new discipline. Because when you become disciplined with your loins, with your seed, when you become disciplined with fapping, you then establish discipline in other areas in your development overall, and just who you become through this process. Trust me when I say the magnetism, the attraction, it is very, very real. And that's all I got to say about it. It's almost, it's almost overwhelming, because just, and again, I don't want to give too much because I don't want it to seem so enticing. Shit. Excuse me. Whew. All right. So yeah, I don't want to make it so enticing that it's like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. No. Do no fap for yourself, because you're looking to build on the person that you are. But for sure, when you get to this specific space where the lustful energies and the sexual energies and the desire to be with somebody and they make me whole. No. You become whole on your own. You become whole within yourself. You build yourself. Okay? And while on that journey, like literally, as you become more self-fulfilled, you can then pour out more of yourself to the world, as far as just good energy, good this, good that, and people will sense that. And like I said, it's nearly to the point that, like, I mean, listen, I'm not saying they like paparazzi or nothing like that, but you will notice how effortlessly you can build friendships, you can build connections, and then suddenly you find yourself like, damn, like you kind of noticed how many people are like at you. You feel me? Like, it's like, damn, okay. I'm telling you, without even trying. Because you were just authentically yourself. And they love that shit. They love that shit. And I mean it. Like, and I don't say that being cocky or any of that. It's just suddenly you're like, damn. Like, they just popping up out of nowhere. Work, school, shit, social media, wherever. They just popping the fuck up. You know, and of course, you're still not putting that energy towards it because you're still just working on you, and that's the thing. Because you're focused on yourself, because you're living a life with purpose, because you are being the man that God made you to be, and you know that this is a forever cycle. Excuse me, that this is a forever process. You very much have a very laser focused, lines up, yo, this is what I'm working on. And truth is, people want to be a part of that. People want to be a part of that. Alright, so yes, the attraction, I consider it magnetism, because people literally will magnetically just, your vibes. Yeah, let me put it that way. I mean, the collateral of NoFap and self-development is female attraction, but your vibes overall are, straight magnetism. Straight magnetism, because not a lot of people are doing this. Like I said, you will reach that space to where you realize, like, yo, the world is hurting. People are living through their traumas and trying to find every type of coping mechanism whatsoever just to kind of get through the pain of their traumas. But how many are truly working on themselves? And when I say working on yourself, how many are really healing? You are healing. Like, come on, like, when you really think about that, when you stop fapping and you just pursue a life of purpose and live a life of purpose and live authentically as yourself, as your higher self, emotionally intelligent, living through here and not here, you are the diamond in the rough. People want that shit. They're like, yo, what is it about you? Who is that? Who is that? So yeah, so again, I don't want to make it too enticing, but it's just, when it comes to NoFap, that's all, like, that is the collateral, like, that's the afterthought. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on living through your heart. Get out of here. This is just for planning things, and that's it. But when it comes to emotional stuff, this doesn't do emotions. This does. All right. But when you begin to love yourself, everything just flows. So again, every morning, what do? Wake up and we show gratitude for the things that we do have. We don't focus on what we don't, because when we focus on what we don't, we then kind of spiral out of control of, I don't got this, I don't got that, I'm not worth this, I'm not worth that, I ain't shit. We don't do that. We don't do that. Okay? Become grateful for what you do have, and then suddenly you become grateful for even yourself, for having what you have, and honored by the universe and God for what you do have. Take that with you every single day, please. All right? So either way, we will do it again tomorrow, officially for day 135, which means I'm 5 more days away from day 140, and still a bunch of days away from 365, but it's all good though. All right, but either way, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and of course, we will do this again tomorrow. Yeah, I don't edit none of my shit. All right, peace.